Three. Hey guys, welcome to Superhero Sundays. Thanks for joining us this morning. I'm Eli.
And I'm Matthew.
And today we're breaking it down. We're giving you the ins and outs. We're telling you the news. But something even more awesome than that is happening. Yes! We have probably the number one cosplayer, Batman cosplayer that is, on Instagram. SAADLEUP, SAAD, from Instagram. He joined us on the podcast yesterday, so I had to record it. Matthew didn't have, he couldn't, he was unavailable at the time.
This is cool.
And so we recorded it, and we had this amazing conversation in depth about Instagram, building your influence, like things to post, and how we got started. And just like we went like really in depth into what it takes to be a Batman cosplayer. And I think you guys are gonna really enjoy this. Even you, Matthew. Matthew hasn't seen it yet.
I'm more of a Robin than a Batman, but you know, I'll watch him cosplay.
A Robin more than... Get out. No, I'm joking. But, alright, with that said, without any further ado, here is Mr. Saadle. Hey, man. This is fantastic. Thank you for coming on the show today. How are you?
Pretty good. I'm doing all right. How are you?
Good, man. Everything's going well. You just dropped that amazing Batman cosplay. The Batman. What do you call that?
We're calling it the Batman, and I know it doesn't really look like the movie suit.
No.
Maybe at all for some people, but we tried to take inspiration from it, and there are some things like the emblem and the collar, that I guess that detective look they're going for. And
yeah, you took the good elements and
exactly
better.
We had a similar belt, kind of similar gauntlets, and yeah, that's kind of about it. But honestly, it was hard to pull good things from that suit, and so that's kind of what it was.
No, but man, it blew up. It's great. Everybody loves the suit. You have a lot of them. How many suits do you own?
I always kind of have to recount.
Whoa. Hold on here. Before you think about that, but before you answer, the thing that's on everybody's mind, because I mentioned to everybody, I'm like, it's Saddle Up, and they're like, what? That dude? He's gonna be on your podcast? But I don't know your actual name.
Just SAAD. That's my actual name, SAAD. So like,
SAAD? That's
how I came up with the term, coined the term, I guess, Saddle Up. Because Saddle Up plus SAAD. So I tried to make something of it. That's all I could think of, and just rolled with it. So that's the story behind that.
Hey, SAAD, it works.
Yeah, so it makes people makes it easy for people to remember my actual name, and I thought about doing something Batman related, but when I originally made my page, I didn't think I would just be posting about my Batman cosplay, and there's a chance when I start doing a little better for myself that I want to get into other cosplays. I have some other DC and Marvel cosplays in mind that I really want to do someday. So it's not always going to be Batman for me.
Yeah. That was one of my questions. Are you gonna like veer off into like different cosplays? Because you look the jaw. Everybody, that's the thing, the jawline.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's.
I can talk about that. Where actually, so that black suit that I have with the yellow emblem, the Keaton emblem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And everything. So that suit was originally when I was working with the business name is Dastardly Designs FX. I think they're taking a break right now, but about a couple years ago, our plan was to make a Black Adam suit because Shazam just came out, and we were like, you know what? Let's do a Black Adam suit. And this was before all the announcements from The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, and the movie getting started, and before we had any idea they're doing a Black Adam movie. And we were like, let's do a Black Adam suit based on the Shazam movie suit. And it's still a great idea, and we almost went with it, and that's why we got the black fabric, which is based.
Oh.
But I felt like the timing just wasn't right because we would have had it 2-3 years before the Black Adam movie, and I don't think it would have been the right time. And I think a bat suit would have had more impact, and I think I was right in that regard. Just making it, I was just like, let's just make it a bat suit. I think that's going to do better, especially for his business. And so, yeah, that suit kind of blew up, and that was the story behind that. It was almost going to be a Black Adam suit. So that's one character, and I want to do. I've always had interest in doing like Deathstroke, Daredevil. Like I love all those characters, man. So it's,
Ooh,
I'd like to.
Deathstroke.
Yeah.
That now is the time to do Deathstroke.
No, right now.
Yeah, right now. But are you do you have anything like in the works? Basically?
Not right now. I got one more bat suit. I got another bat suit. Surprise.
Wow, I didn't see that one coming.
Got a bat suit planned again with Unmasked Studios, and maybe after that I'll start thinking about other characters. But just got one more idea for a bat suit, and kind of see where we go from there. And another thing is like even I'm on a budget, even though I don't really seem like I am, but I try to
Like
I try to make my play money with Batman stuff. So it's like I have to be doing really well for myself to start reaching out to other characters. That there's so many I want to do, man. I want to do Wolverine someday. I got all these ideas, and maybe.
Dude, man, you're naming like all the great ones. Like all you have like, what's like your favorite character besides Batman?
From DC or like anything?
Yeah, sure. Let's start with DC and then go to Marvel.
DC favorite character.
Or maybe not superhero. Do you cosplay as other characters as well?
Well, yeah, that's why I brought up Deathstroke. I think he's one of my favorite characters. I definitely, because he's basically like.
I mean, like non-comic book characters.
Oh, non-comic book.
Mm-hmm.
So not from DC, is what you mean, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Non-comic book. Oh gosh, I gotta think about that. I haven't really thought about that for cosplays. I mean, I love like all kinds of movies. I'm a movie nerd, and there's a lot of characters out there I like, but I haven't really thought about. Might have to get back to you on that one.
All right. Yeah. So what's like your creative process when it comes to like putting a cosplay together? Like, do you like I guess what's the word I'm looking for? The relationship, that you work with the costume designer, like say like Will from like Unmasked Studios. Like, what's the direction that your thought process?
Usually I draw inspiration from things that are already done. Whether that's a action figure or a statue or a comic book, character. Then I like take elements that I like from like a certain suit, whether it's a cowl or just how the suit looks or their color scheme, whatever, or the patterns. And then that's when I relay it to a guy like Will, who can do that very easily. There's also other makers out there, but I just most of my suits are based on something. until recently where I decided I want to try making my own designs. So that's kind of where the Batman suit comes from, and my last one, the black one, that's kind of also kind of my idea, even though again I drew inspiration from many different suits. The basically the Fabric Batman for one in the comics, and the Keaton Batman, and there was another action figure that had like the straps on the lats that I wanted to add, and I used the new 52 gauntlets, and I just like mixed and matched a little bit and kind of came up with my own thing. So that's kind of how my thought process goes, at least for the custom suits. But if it's like a suit that's already been done, like the whatever Dark Knight or Arkham Knight or Batman v Superman suit, like that's where I strive for accuracy, and I try to be as accurate as I can with my budget, and yeah, that's kind of how my thought process is behind the suits.
Yeah, the Arkham series. Now you're officially what is the term? Custode or bestowed upon the Arkham series. That this is our cosplay Batman.
Kinda. They noticed me on Reddit, I think last year. Was it last year? I think it was around, yeah, last year. And what's his name? I forget his name. I feel bad. It's going to take me a while to find his name. But one of the guys from Rocksteady said, "Hey, we love your bat suits. We checked out your Instagram, and we're gonna send you a couple lithograms, which are just like really high quality prints, basically, and signed by the founders of Rocksteady."
What?
Yeah, and one of them's I forgot his name too. Oh my god. One second. Founder of Sefton Hill, yeah, and Jamie Walker, and yeah, they signed the prints. They gave me two of them. I got them framed, and
Oh man.
and yeah, that kind of like made my life right there, because I just worship this video game trilogy, and for them to notice me was just like a huge deal for me. So,
Yeah, every Friday I game Arkham, the first Arkham one, and honest to God, that's like the best. That I think that's the best one. I mean, I do enjoy playing Arkham Knight, but the first one, the story is just so good.
Asylum was a pretty damn good story, and I remember the first time I played it, and I was just completely just amazed. Truly, like I did not expect a game that good, because a lot of Batman games up to that point were just kind of meh, and Asylum really just like changed the game, and then it seemed like they were just getting their feet wet, because Arkham City was, for me, was just a next level thing where it was almost like open world, and that like was nuts for me, and the stories and the characters, and my mind was just blown by Arkham City. So yeah, those were good times.
Oh man, Arkham Asylum was the first video game I ever played.
Oh, ever played straight up?
Ever, straight up. That's the one I learned to. Once you learn like one video game, you can kind of like find your way through like the rest of them. But man, and I didn't even have a gaming PC. I just had just an HP computer, and it just played the first one. But then the second one would not play at all.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, and then I finally got an Xbox, and then like it. Yeah.
Okay. There you go. Yeah, Asylum was just yeah, like I said, a game changer. It was interesting how much how much thought they put into the combat system, and the fact that it was a whole island that he's trapped on. It was just great, and all the characterizations, man. That was the other thing. They how they were able to get the animated series voice actors, and wow, that just made it for me, having like Mark Hamill and Kevin Conroy back, and all the other villains, and that was so cool for me. And
Now, Paul Dini, he wrote the script for Arkham. Yeah. And Arkham Asylum was supposed to be a Batman Begins game. That's why it came out around that time. And something happened. There was like, we're just gonna go with the source material. Like,
That was a really good call. I didn't know that.
yeah, yeah. But that poster, I want to know, was it a poster of Arkham Asylum, or was it a poster of your cosplay, or
Which poster?
the one that they sent you with all the signatures?
Yeah, I don't have it here, but it's a picture of the Arkham Knight Batman and the other ones of City. I can send you the pictures later.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I posted about it also last year, but it was just it's kind of they called it a lithogram. I think I'm saying that right, and that's basically like a very, like I said, very high quality print, I guess.
Yeah, that's quite a treasure. Have you ever like felt like pressured or like influenced to like create a cosplay because it would be popular, or in other words, succumbing to the trends, you know?
Um, I think when Batman versus Superman came out, obviously that was a lot of pressure on me, a lot actually, to get that Batfleck suit done. And
Mm.
that was a long journey because this was 2016. Actually, so we got a first picture in 2014 of like Ben Affleck in the suit and like by the Batmobile, like it was one of those Zack Snyders photos, and that's when everyone kind of lost their minds about how good it looked. And for me, it was just like I have no idea how to like make a muscle suit like that. That's crazy. And that
So
was yeah.
so who made the first muscle suit?
So I kind of did with like I tried to carve out like this memory foam from like
Yeah.
memory foam used in like pillows and stuff like that.
So let me get this straight. You literally like ripped apart pillows
Yeah,
and made a cosplay.
yeah. And
Uh, that's pretty dope.
I got this kind of just what do you call it? What do you call it? Oh, I'm lost for words. This just generic, fabric for the suit, and it was kind of like one of those Zentai suits that that has no texture or anything. It's just printed and glued it on there, and it actually looked okay. The muscles were completely off and inaccurate, but it was like the best I could do at the time. And then that's also when around cowl makers started making the cowl, which were also kind of off, and everything was kind of off with my first suit. And then that's when I kept looking to make another suit. That's when Napier's Inc. came about. They were under a different name back then.
Arkham Workshop, I think.
That's their previous name, and then before that, they were called Loach FX. I don't know how many people remember that, but
Not
they
me.
they came up with the fabric, and it was starting to look pretty close to the movie. It kind of had that shiny, tirey texture, that they got going on, and that's when I got in touch with them, and then also once again kind of glued down my own bat suit. Uh, they were also able to give me like some muscles, but they were still kind of. It was just like a whole 2-3 year journey. I think even up to this point, like they're still trying to like perfect the suit in
so
terms of accuracy.
so were you like the first one to have a BVS suit, or was it cosplay Chris?
Oh, I don't even know if I don't know, and I don't know if either of us were the first. Um, that's going way back. I have no idea.
I know that's like going back to like 2017.
So like I had a semblance of a suit in 2016 before the movie even came out, but like I said, I don't think it was accurate at
Right.
all.
Yeah.
And then the movie came out, and then I started working with what is now Napier's, and I got the fabric, and then I I kind of made my own suit that was much more accurate, but still not quite there. And then I sold that one and got another suit, and that still wasn't accurate. So I and then I think I sold my very last one, and that kind of brings me back to like how many suit questions I have, because I've over the years I've had so many, but I've also sold a bunch, so I've kind of lost count on like the net total right now.
Is it like over 20?
No, it's around 10, maybe 9, or
10?
but I've also sold like 4 or 5, so it's because I occasionally like sell a suit in order to help me fund another suit.
Uh,
So yeah,
uh,
like 2016, 2017, even 2018, there was just so much pressure to, can anyone get the Batfleck suit done right? There's something a little bit off, and you always wanted to just like get it right. And for me, I'm just like a perfectionist like that. I'm like every little detail like would just, if it was off, it would really bother me. And I was like, I gotta get this right, and that kind of thing.
that strive for like perfection, it's a testament to like time, I think like people who have that, drive to like have perfection, they have like massive success, and that's what you've accomplished definitely on Instagram. And you have what, 100K followers?
I just hit 101.5. That's my last look.
I mean,
But
that's phenomenal. Like, did you ever like imagine like, yeah, I'm gonna build a bat suit and this is what's gonna happen?
I remember I got like my first Dark Knight suit, which was also crap. It was basically hockey pads, literally. It was like for Halloween. I was like, I'm gonna try to make a bat suit, and yeah, I got some hockey pads from like a sporting goods store, and it was awful. But from there on, that's the same thing. I was like, you know what? I want to make this better. I want to make it closer to the movie, and this is probably also about 2013 ish. Also, when the Arkham games were coming out, which were really inspiring me. And yeah, that's kind of how it happened. I was always like, I want to do a better suit. So I eventually get a better suit. Then I was like, you know what? I want to do another suit from the Arkham games. And then it just kind of spiraled out of control from there. And yeah, my intention was never, I always wanted to like share my costumes and photos on Instagram, but I never thought it would blow up like this. I thought, my original goal, like on Instagram, to fit in with the cosplay community was like get like 5,000 followers, maybe 10,000 if I'm lucky. But then just once I hit those numbers, it kind of just like exponentially went up, and I did not see that happening. I never really saw that happening. I think I got about 10,000 on Facebook, and I'm trying to build other platforms too. I'm thinking about a YouTube channel maybe later.
Yeah, people were asking me about that. I went on Instagram and they asked, would you like do like a room tour?
That's the thing. I got my closet and I got my suits right there, but it's not very aesthetically pleasing, because like I just moved in this apartment for just a few months, and I'm sort of still in like a middle of a moving phase, because I'm like I said, I'm going to be moving in a couple months, so some of my things are already packed up. Uh, so it's not very pleasing right now. uh, but in time,
Back cave under construction.
exactly. So in time, I definitely want to have a really good setup, kind of like yours.
Oh, thanks, man.
Even like Unmasked Studios, if you've seen his pictures, he's got a nice setup. Something like that would be is one of my goals too. I got to get a bunch of mannequins. That's also another thing. I have my suits like hung up on the hanger.
Oh man, mannequin. Let me tell you, you got, yeah. I mean, it looks cool and all, but your closet setup is way more practical.
Cool, cheaper. Because one of those mannequins are like at least $100.
I just went on Facebook Marketplace and typed it in mannequin, and it popped up for like $70.
That's a good idea. Huh.
Yeah.
I'll
I
try that.
mean,
I mean, 70 is still 70. That's kind of like,
I don't know. He has kind of like a weird leg pose going that I'm like, no, it should be like straight on and like I don't know. Maybe I'll fix it.
you put some boots on or something.
Yeah, it has a like he has a peg in his foot, you know.
Oh,
Yeah, so putting you would have to like get custom boots to like
oh,
really, yeah.
okay.
Yeah, like I said, it's if you're thinking about like, getting a call, oh, got to fight crime. Yeah, plan like 30 minutes to take that off.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
feel you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, what was like the first picture that like blew up on Instagram that you're like, "Holy crap, this is something."
Um, it's a good question. I think it was one of the early Batflex suits that I was working on. Actually, yeah, it probably was my first one, and I think that kind of blew up a little bit. Got like 800 likes or something, and that was like new territory for me. I think at the time, and
Wow.
yeah, I think people were just really excited to see it, even though I keep saying this, it was way off the actual movie suit, but I guess it was close enough that you could recognize it as a Batman versus Superman suit. Um, and the texture was just not the raised 3D ink that it should have. It was just like flat uh, printed fabric. So yeah, I think that's the first time I started noticing, wow, there's a lot of potential here on Instagram. Uh, and that was the good days of Instagram. I also got to say, like, I'm always ranting about this, but right now, Instagram sucks. And to build a following, to build a network, to build a community on Instagram right now is really, really hard because Facebook just shut it down. I don't know why, and it sucks. Back in the day, it was much easier to build a following. So
Like
I
was it
lost.
like easy like TikTok is? Cuz TikTok seems pretty easy. They have an algorithm that like
Yeah, I don't
work.
understand. TikTok, you post one video and you get 100,000 followers. So that's like the other end of the. um, I don't really know. Yeah, TikTok followers. It's kind of like it sounds like monopoly money to me. It doesn't seem real. Uh,
Wait, what?
I, I barely put any effort into my TikTok, and I got like 60,000 followers. And I'm like, okay, I didn't even try. And then
Yeah.
you got a kid down the street who posted some funny video and they got 500,000 followers, and it's like it's way too over the top, I think. But Instagram back in the day was still not even like that. I mean, it would take me like a month to get like 200 followers, and maybe over the course of a year I could get like 10,000 followers. But TikTok, you can get like, you know, 50,000 followers in a month. So it's just, it's different there. It's way different. I'm still trying to figure out that app, honestly.
Yeah, it's interesting like these algorithms, the YouTube one, the Instagram one, and how people like how your content gets seen. It's I don't know, it's kind of like playing chess. It's kind of interesting, you know? Do you have like a strategy when you post? Because some people, I know, there's people on TikTok and Instagram and social media. They have like this whole entire strategy, and are you just like, I like this, I'm gonna post it?
I definitely have built like a I don't know how to explain it, of what
Intuition.
intuition of what a picture that I post, how it's going to do. Like I can look at the picture and I can say, wow, that's an amazing picture, but I don't think it's going to do well on Instagram. And
Really?
other things where I'm like, I don't think that's a really good picture, but it's going to do well on Instagram. And I
Ah.
don't really know how to put that into words.
Yeah, yeah, and intuition, like no, I know exactly kind of what you're saying.
Like,
Like it fits like the status quo of like Instagram because
so I could take a selfie and that's going to do way better sometimes than, well, not sometimes. This is almost all the time. I'll take a selfie and I'll do better than a picture of me on a rooftop in the middle of the city, and where I I did. I put so much effort into climbing that building, climbing some ladders, probably illegal, getting on top of a rooftop, having a photographer
Yes.
take a photo of me in the middle of the night, post it on Instagram, and like nobody will notice it, and then I'll post a selfie and they'll blow up. So it's just kind of that. That's like one example, but there's many other examples where I kind of have an idea what's going to do well. It's also, um, yeah, the timing of the day for sure. You don't want to post when everyone's going to bed. You don't want to. You don't want to use no hashtags. You definitely want to use the hashtags as many as you can. You want to interact with the community, cosplay share pages or just other cosplayers, just make friends. And I say this when this was the way to go back in the day, but now it's like you can do this now, and it's still very hard to build your page, unfortunately, because of Facebook and turning down the reach so much. But those were my strategies back in the day. I still try to go by them. It's not working as well, but I don't think there's any new strategies, I guess, for this current Instagram right now.
Nice. You mentioned photographers, and you've worked with photographers, y- but you've had posts with photographers. I mean, recently you did the photo shoot with the Batman cosplay, and that blew up. And that was a photographer, yeah.
Yeah. I've worked
Yeah.
with tons of photographers over the years. Um, which post are you talking about?
Uh, two most recent ones. I'm pretty sure ones that are
I
on
just
my.
one right before coming on here, so I'm not sure if you're talking about that one.
Yeah, I saw that one with Robin. Who's
Yeah,
Robin, by the way?
that's my friend Danny. He lives in somewhere here in SoCal. I forget.
Yeah, that's a great Robin cosplay as well.
Yeah, his armor's pretty sick. I was impressed when I saw it in person.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that's another guy I met through friends at like WonderCon here in Anaheim, maybe a few years ago, back when cons were still a thing. But
They're coming back. Don't say that. They're coming back.
and our photographer was Leo, who I also met through another friend, and he goes by Art dot Hero Photo, and he's amazing. You can see how he's making us look like action figures. It's pretty sick. And he's got a good eye for photography, and yeah, that's just one of the amazing photographers I've been able to work with.
Now, Ophia Art is your girlfriend, right?
Yep.
Man, you got a real life Amazon.
She really is, yeah, real life Amazon. At the same time, she can pull off anything off, though. She pulls off Catwoman perfectly. Huntress, she's done really well. What other DC stuff?
Is she jealous of your Instagram?
No, she's never been jealous. No. She's always been there to help. She's always been editing my photos because she's fluent in Photoshop, so she can put me in a great background, or she can like fix an issue with the photo, or things like that. So she's really great with helping me out with my Instagram, and then yeah, her cosplays are phenomenal. Like she makes everything on her own from scratch. So she's super talented in more ways than one.
Yeah, you guys complement each other fantastically. You could definitely, just like movies, people have chemistry, and when you guys, Batman and Catwoman, do those posts blow up the most?
I think our Batman Wonder Woman ones do a little better. I think because Wonder Woman's a little more popular right now.
Right.
But I'm still much more proud of our Batman Catwoman photos. I think we've done like the
Did
best.
she make the Wonder Woman the new 52 Wonder Woman costume?
Her new 52 and her
Wow.
the regular DCEU one, yeah, with the Gal Gadot one. She makes everything on her own pretty much. But yeah, she does it all on her own, usually out of foam, EVA foam, and she's just super talented. There's so many other things she's good at. Like I need an hour to talk about all the things she's good at. Honestly. Yeah, just the ultimate dream girlfriend for sure. I got really lucky.
I mean, maybe next time we have to have both of you on the show. We definitely have to have both of you on the show. That would be awesome.
She is a little shy, so I don't know if she'll agree, but I'd love that. Yeah.
Yeah, it would be cool if she agrees. That would be awesome. Because she is like the editing, I do a little bit of editing, and like I've seen her work, and it's awesome, man.
So good.
Saad, it's been fantastic talking to you. This has just been an incredible like insight to the world of Instagram influencer, or
Yeah, thank you for having me, man. Thank you for all the interesting questions. I had a good time. Thank you.
Yeah, it was an absolute pleasure, and I can't wait to see more cosplays. Hopefully you'll branch out. You'll have like a whole entire Justice League, Avengers.
We'll see.
Hopefully.
Gotta start making some good cash if I want to do that. But yeah, that's a dream.
Yeah, that's a dream, man. All right. Well, thank you so much for being on the show. You have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you later.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. See it. Yeah,
that was
man.
awesome.
Saad, thank you so much for being on the podcast. It was just amazing talking to you. Just the insight that you have, not like knowing what pictures to post on like Instagram,
right,
and what pictures like not to post, like just having that
intuition.
Yeah, exactly. Just having that is so freaking like the sixth sense.
No, like there's
crucial.
There are a lot of people that their only advice or excuse for how they keep going the way they keep going is because they have a vision. They just see it. They can't explain it. They can't put it in words, but they know that when they see it, and they can just make a gut decision. And as you can see, the results of his decisions have been nothing but exponential.
Yeah, his cosplays are like incredible. Like especially his Arkham cosplays. I love his Arkham cosplays are probably my favorite.
I think we need to take a moment to realize, okay, because we all know cosplay is not cheap. It's not a cheap hobby.
It's
extremely
alone
expensive,
like thousands,
if not more than action
like
figure collectibles. Like, but my point is this: he went out of his way to get the perfect material. Okay,
right.
You have a Batman book, that explains the behind the scenes of
BVS and all that. Yeah, I got that stuff.
And the material that's on the Batfleck suit is customized. It is not a material they went out and got. They had to take material, customize every stud however they did it, and then that's how they made that material. And then he went out of his way to go get the same stuff. There is no way that was cheap. There's only one suit like that, and that was Ben Affleck's. You know what I mean? Like everybody has maybe
I want a
Christian
Ben
Bale
Affleck suit.
You know, a Christian Bale suit.
Yeah,
because I have to assume that's easier to get.
Ben
Affleck suit with that material.
That's easier. Ben Affleck's is easier to get
with the material.
Kind of
the customed material.
Yeah. There's like certain ways.
Oh.
So
I give credit.
Was
to him.
saying that he tried making his own foam suit.
Right.
Yeah, and basically, what you do is you get spandex, right, and you have the pattern like printed onto the spandex.
Oh.
So then you can just like glue it to the foam suit. So you got two layers. You know? And that's one way of doing it. Another way is like 3D printing like the texture. I mean, there's like multiple ways you can go about like doing this. I mean, Sam Raimi's Spider-Man suit, they had a mold. Like that suit was just crazy.
Cool
they had a mold to like do all the webbing, right? So it's like really super thin and easy to break. Yeah, it's rubber and it's easy, like silicone. It's easy to break, right?
Right.
And so they poured that, and then like they hand laid. Like,
No, it's truly an art form. And as we were watching this video, we were looking at his Instagram page, looking at all of his bat suits. He has the Batman Beyond suit,
Right.
which is beyond awesome. It looks genuinely dope. The only time I've ever seen that suit was on the internet. I never not once thought that somebody out there actually had that suit. And you just talked to the guy who had it. That's amazing.
Yeah.
His
his
girlfriend
Elena
is very talented. Clearly, she's very supportive.
I know, and to make all those cosplays and do that stuff with the
On her
EVA
own?
foam and just to I mean, I try to get my head around it because I work with EVA foam. And,
Sure.
And sometimes I think I'm like, how would I do this if it's like it's almost sculpting? You got to be
Almost.
a sculptor,
Yeah, and not a lot of people
Says-
have that patience.
Patience, talent, that's what it
And
takes.
vision, too. Some people just think, oh, I'll just put a bunch of poked holes in it and eventually it'll start looking. No, man, you got to have every It's so crazy, but no, I think he's fantastic. I think he seems very humble.
Yeah.
For somebody who he even said it. Like, I wasn't expecting this to blow up.
He's very
and then he
humble.
just posted his stuff, and then he was like, okay, I'll just keep going. But, you clearly tell his passion is real, just based off, it's one thing to go to a costume store and get a Batman suit.
Yeah, like how he talks about, it wasn't accurate enough.
But
I needed it to be more
exactly,
accurate,
but he had to perfect it, and then when he perfected it, and then he came up with new ideas, he would sell some other suits. That's perfect.
That's the best way to do it. But making cosplays, it's in art form.
It's
Once
an
you
art
start
form.
not just outright buying it, but once you start making it, researching it, what they use in the movie,
It's not easy.
and it's not like a movie, where a movie costume, they kind of just throw everything together and say, hey, here it is.
Right.
But even in the Back to the Future community, right, that cosplay is extremely hard to replicate,
Yeah.
because then you get into replicating things, you
Yeah.
know? So
Literally
even the
duplicating.
mistakes on costumes, people will put those mistakes in the replica,
Right.
Which
is fair. A
That's-
lot of people have done that with the broken eyes with
Right.
Spider-Man's masks.
Right. What? No. I'm talking about mistakes that the costumers make when they're making. The
Oh, I thought you meant
costumes for the movie.
actual stains while they're running or
No,
something.
no. That stuff's all added.
That's what I thought.
For a movie. But I'm talking about the people who actually make them. What is the? Hold on. Who does the? I know the guy's name. He worked on. Batman versus Superman costume designer. What is his name?
Michael Wilkinson.
Wilkinson. No, the company.
Universal? Or is that Marvel?
Costume. Not
The actual
Tundra.
company that did BVS.
They did. I want to say. Tiger Stone? No, that's a cosplay. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm blanking on this name. Costume.
Chris. Kyle.
No,
Cooper.
No, it's not a name like that.
I know, I'm
It's
so sorry.
what is it?
Here,
Oh, it's gonna come to
let
me.
it- let it-
Costume. A maker. Who made the Batman?
Just look up BVS.
Do you guys know who I'm talking about? Can you
Right.
guys comment? I watched the Bat feed. Hello, hey, hi, man. Hey, thanks, Justin. Early 1986. Thanks for being the first one.
We see you.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out. Oh man, it's racking my brain.
Well, we'll come back to it.
It's racking my. It's gonna drive me nuts.
We'll put it on his Instagram for you guys.
What is it?
Look up
I think it starts with
BVS.
a U.
BVS.
Batman
Costume designer.
BV
Oh no, because it's still gonna be Wilkinson.
Suit maker.
Company.
Maker. What is his name? SpaceX. What?
SpaceX.
Totally not what a. Who is it? They did all.
Are you looking for the company or the actual person?
They did the actual Fernandez and his team.
Ah,
Ironhead Studios.
Ironhead Studios.
That's it. Built the costume for Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice. So back to what I was saying. Like say you have somebody making like the suit, right?
Sure.
And they make a tiny little mistake, but it looks good.
Like a scratch or something.
Exactly. Right? They'll add that to the replica. So,
Oh.
those guys are, tuned in to, no, that has to be on my replica suit.
Just perfectionism.
Exactly. They'll strive so dedicatedly hard to get that perfection.
Just on a mental state, perfectionists are in a lot of danger when it comes to them getting lost in their own endeavors.
Right.
It is so easy to just constantly
Go
tell
down the
yourself,
rabbit
"Oh,
hole.
it's not good enough. Oh, it's not good enough." But you're gonna spend 6 months working on one suit when you could have been working on 3.
Right, but I know. That's the age old
there's a
argument.
medium there.
That's the
medium.
age old argument.
I know.
Is it better to work on one? But I think it is. If you perfect one, because he
True.
had massive success.
But here's the thing. This is all I'm gonna say. Okay.
I don't know if it was.
There's this quote. I'm gonna butcher it, but this is the genuine general point. Okay,
Yeah.
It's basically just saying that the longer you chase something, the second you get it,
Right.
you find yourself kind of like, I don't know what to do now, because I've spent all my time trying to get to this one spot, and not considering anything else, just this one thing. And then I finally got there, and now I've realized I've missed all of these other things that could have helped. Could have made it easier, could have made it better.
Right.
But I was so tunnel visioned that I was blind to everything else. Like there's an extreme and then there's a lazy. And it's just nice to find a
you
little
gotta find that
medium in there.
balance, and you have to find
we
the
all
right
have
workflow.
lives, we all have families and friends. There's no need to, I'm just saying they look great.
Oh yeah.
He did a really good job. Perfection all the way. But
but he has that jawline though. That,
Oh, I know.
have you seen the pictures of him right next to the video game?
he looks like the guy from Arkham Knight.
Yeah, he looks
Looks like
almost
Bruce
as
Wayne
a
from Arkham
spitting
Knight.
image.
He's got the chiseled chin.
Right, exactly.
And the scruff a little bit. You know how Arkham, he's got a little scruff.
Yeah.
I think that's great. That's fantastic.
But how freaking cool is that? So yeah, and to be recognized by Rocksteady, the company who makes the video game. Yeah,
That's insane.
and Warner Brothers Montreal.
Just
Like,
wow. It's
how freaking cool is that? You were just saying, how unimaginable it is to get all those signatures sent to you, and,
or have somebody see your work. No,
Right.
You didn't reach out to them. They reached out to you and they said, "We love what you're doing." Why that is so powerful for me is, here's the thing. When you're doing your own thing,
Right.
you have nothing to compare it to, in the sense that it's original. I'm going to do something new here. So you do something new, and then you do it, and then you don't realize, is it good? Is it bad? Is it too new? Is it too late? All this stuff.
Right.
And then somebody completely random comes by and says, not only do we like it, but we're a fan of yours, and we want to send you gifts.
I know, right?
How amazing of a feeling to know that just by being yourself, just by doing what you love, people out there that you've never met gravitate towards you. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. So DC, if you want to send me anything.
DC! hey, DC, you see me?
Yeah. Right. No.
Hey, you see me?
Look, you got the shirt on. I got the shirt.
Hey, you're lucky. I almost wear my Superman shirt.
Oh, shit.
And I would've- we
Oh,
could've
yeah, right. Yeah, you're full of crap.
No, I swear to God, I'll show you a picture. But no,
yeah. We had a 2-hour conversation. I just shorted everything to 30 minutes to
That's okay.
compile it into this YouTube session type
Sure.
of the YouTube edition of the podcast.
Yep.
So yeah, the full version of our with SAAD and the whole conversation is going to be up on Spotify, Google Podcast.
Okay.
What else?
You could probably put it on
iTunes
YouTube as well.
podcast.
Could you put the whole thing on YouTube?
I could probably put the whole thing
Just
on
like a
YouTube.
little side video,
Yeah.
extra.
And we went live on Instagram, and we had a really like in-depth conversation of like the Zack Snyder cut.
Oh.
The Robert Pattinson is Batman, and just like our favorite like Batman stuff. We just like totally geeked out. We didn't like really talk that much about like. I mean, he wants to like. He's been thinking about getting into like YouTube and doing YouTube videos. And
Yeah,
I'm like,
I remember
go
him
for it.
saying that.
He's like, it's so saturated, you know, with so many people. I'm like, no, you just gotta go for it.
You really do have to go for it. I mean, okay, I know this is obvious, but I'll say it anyways. Any opportunity not taken is an opportunity missed. The only reason why successful people are successful is because they were in the place in which that opportunity was set. It's one thing to be over here and to go, oh, it's impossible, I can never make it. But to go physically to the place, do the work, and then say what you just said over here, you can't do it because you realize it was you the whole time that just had to do the work. It wasn't the society, it wasn't your friends, anybody else making you not successful. It was you all along. And all they had to do was... And that's what he did. And that's incredible. That's why it's very inspirational.
Yeah. Nope.
Back on!
And we're... Carol, you put the display case almost now.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. I got too excited.
Yeah, you're like, no, back on!
But amazing.
Yeah, the right time in the right place, it all adds to it. But like I said, he has that knowledge of like that perfection. He knows what to look for. He knows what to
that
post.
vision. I love the Michael Keaton bat symbol. He had one of his suits.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Love it.
Yeah, the mesh-up suit.
The mesh-up suits.
Yeah,
Those are
that
great.
was going to be a Black Adam suit. But he was like, nah. It's going to be Batman because now's not the time to do Black Adam. And he knew that.
Oh,
you
no.
know? And he
it will be
instinctively
soon.
like knew that was not the time. It was like before the announcement of the movie and whatnot. And I'm like, wow, that's just to have that, like, you know, insight, that knowledge. And hopefully he does a Black Adam suit.
Oh,
I'm hoping. But
Black
he has
Adam's
another
coming
Batman suit. He has another one on the way.
Black Adam's going to be coming out with The Rock Johnson of that movie. So 100% he will make that suit. There's no way you can see The Rock Johnson as...
The Rock Johnson.
As
Dwayne Johnson.
Black Adam and not want to make his suit. He's going to be... Dude, he's going to look dope. I don't know if the movie's going to be good, but I know he's going to be powerful. It's The Rock, dude. You know he's gonna.
Oh, I hope so. I hope so.
I hope so too.
I hope so. If Superman and The Rock go up against each other, like that would be the number one thing.
There's a movie that The Rock is in. It's called Standing Tall. One of my favorite movies of all time. His face when he gets angry and when he's ready to fight. I just think of him in Black Adam, just kind of like 10 times as strong, and bro, I get so hyped for it because he gives such a good portrayal of like, dude, I'm about to rip you in half.
That's some. Well, yeah, he's kind of built his career on that.
I mean, literally, bro.
I think that's how he looks at
like every footstep. Boom, boom,
Kevin
boom.
Hart every time he
I know, he's
cross.
so
Like,
tiny.
I'm gonna rip you in half. I'm the Wayne Rock Johnson. I'm gonna rip you in half.
If he committed to it, he probably could.
Have you? Who did a really good impression of him? Jack Black did like an incredible impression. of Dwayne Johnson. It's the funniest thing.
Jack Black's hilarious.
But what I was gonna say is Dwayne Johnson. He just dropped a photo of like it's just like he's in this
not
robe.
the full thing.
But he's in the costume, and underneath the robe is the Black Adam costume. And like all you see is just like a little thing peeking out on his neck. That's it. He's just like eating a salad.
Is he gonna have hair or no hair?
Is he gonna have hair?
Or no hair?
I think he's gonna have no hair.
'Cause I know in the animated that they slick his hair back.
I think that's in his contract, Dwayne Johnson, no hair.
Literally, I'm totally fine with that. I was expecting him to be bald. But
And
as
no
I'm
fanny
looking-
pack, no
but
fanny
as
pack.
As I'm looking back on the other Black Adam movies, I remember him having hair.
Right.
So I was thinking, oh.
Black
I
Adam
wouldn't care if
having
he was
hair?
bald or not, because Rock Johnson's known for...
Are you sure we're thinking of the same Black Adam?
Oh, the hold on. It was when Shazam and Superman fought against Black Adam, the animated movie.
And Black Adam had a hair.
Yes, 100%.
I have to look that
Yeah,
up.
it was slicked back. It wasn't, anything memorable, but I was thinking about it.
Call BS. You're gonna look it
You
up
want to
now?
call me BS
Man,
on the
jeez,
live?
Howie. Jeez,
On the
Howie.
live?
Jeez. All right, fine. Go ahead, look it up. We don't have it. We're not almost at the end.
See? That's how he has his hair.
Oh, like that?
Yeah,
I
like
don't
like
think
Dracula
so. I
style.
don't think Dwayne.
Oh yeah, here you go. This is the movie I'm talking about.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah. So I
Yeah,
didn't know if
I
they
was
were-
thinking of like long.
Oh, no.
hair. I was like,
I'm like,
I'm Dwayne Johnson. Oh no.
No.
I don't think so. I
Okay.
mean, if I
I'm
was
fine
like the
with that.
director and I saw Dwayne Johnson with
Just bald.
hair,
Yeah, I get you.
I think bald. He pulls it off perfectly.
That's I know.
mean,
I
it's just
100%
yeah.
agree. 100%. No
Uh,
problem with it at all.
I don't know. I don't know. He's like one of those actors like Jim Carrey. Dwayne Johnson shows up. He's not one of those like actors who like if he looks the part, he's a great actor. Don't
He
get
is a
me
good
wrong.
actor. He can act.
Yeah, but he's not gonna like mold and you're gonna forget
Yeah, he's not
that
like
it's-
Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Somebody who can look.
No, not even Jim Carrey. It's a Jim Carrey movie, right?
No, I know what you mean. I'm just saying
Right.
the flexibility of his acting ability is not as much as Jim Carrey.
Who plays Commissioner Gordon in The Dark Knight?
Oh shoot!
What is his
I don't know
name?
his name, but I know who you mean.
Yeah. That guy, he's a really good actor. Dark
Knight, Jim Gordon.
Knight.
That's a J.
Jim Gordon. Yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Jim Gordon.
What is his? I know his name. It's like I think it starts with a.
Oh, here. Spouse? No.
Actor.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Gary Oldman.
Yeah.
I knew that name.
Yeah.
Gary
so
Oldman.
he's a transitional like actor. Like he was in like Harry Potter.
Mhm.
And you don't notice it until like somebody like calls it out,
Yeah.
But
yeah.
like when Dwayne or like comes on screen, you're like, oh, that's Dwayne Johnson as such and such.
Sure. That's how I felt about Ben Affleck at first with Batman. I couldn't look past Ben Affleck.
Right.
I think I'll be fine with The Rock being
Right.
Shazam because it fits him.
Right. Exactly.
It fits his
yeah.
physique and
Yeah.
it almost is like a strong man's attitude. Kind of like I love the teaser trailer where it's just pictures but he's talking over it.
Right.
I believe that like he gets it. I believe that he wants it to be comic book affiliated.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because he gives this personality about this movie. Like he's like, I'm not messing around. I'm gonna do it right. You know what I mean? Like he gives that attitude. Like he's not like some guy that I've heard where he goes, "Oh, I'm just excited to be in the Black Adam movie." Like he's like, no. We're taking our time and we're not releasing it until this is the Black Adam movie that I came here to make.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And I
Yeah.
appreciate that. Even if it takes too long.
He has dedication to the
I
art.
appreciate the patience.
Oh yeah.
So.
I'm excited for it. I think it's gonna be really, really good.
And I want to see the suit. I want him to make the suit. And when he
Well,
does,
we kind of already know what it's gonna look like.
No. I'm talking about our guest.
Oh, SAAD.
Yeah,
Yeah.
SAAD. Yes, absolutely. I want him to make that suit. Would I ask him to make the Shazam suit?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. For two contradictory reasons. One, is it a dope suit? 100%. But two, it's very loud, very bright. It's a loud suit. You know what I mean? Like white, red, gold. Those are very loud colors to be walking around in. So I don't know how he feels about it, but I know it's a dope suit.
White, red, and gold.
Yeah, for Shazam. And then Black Adam would be like, what, black and gold?
Yeah.
Or something,
black and
you know?
gold.
I was just thinking, like, I want him to make the Black Adam, but if you're going to do Black Adam, do Shazam. But I don't know how he feels,
I don't know.
you know?
He's very particular.
Exactly. Like,
For
I have a
sure.
hat collection at home, and I have a Shazam and a Black Adam, but that was only because you need Black Adam with Shazam. Like, you would need,
You need.
like Joker and Batman. You
There
need
you go.
something.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, man.
This has been a great show.
Yeah, this has been fun. I'm tired. I stayed up till like 2 a.m.
Yes, you did. I know. 'Cause I
editing.
texted you.
Editing, and I was like,
I'm so surprised
I'm going to bed.
I'm
and,
so
and then I
surprised you
woke up.
texted
My
me
body
back.
like woke me up at like 7 today. I was like, no, we're going back to bed. Good night.
No, on that.
But yeah, it's awesome doing these shows every single week. Yeah, we've done this for the past since
Oh my
the
god, a
beginning
few
of
months
the
now.
No,
Right? A few months?
no,
3 months?
no, like 5.
A few months. That's that's the same.
We
the
started in the
same.
beginning of the year.
That's
We
true.
started like
Well, I meant few. Is like 3 to 5 to 8. I don't know exactly, but I knew it was more than 2 months.
yeah. Oh yeah, way more than 2 months. We have like I don't know. We're growing. It's growing. The podcast is growing. So hopefully, I can't wait.
Right. Oh, weekends with Julian. What's up, buddy?
Oh, hey man,
Julian.
Sorry I missed this. Hey, it's okay.
That's all right, buddy. We're happy to see you.
It's gonna be on Spotify, SoundCloud. No, not SoundCloud.
Google
iTunes.
Podcast?
Yeah, Google Podcast. iTunes.
Maybe YouTube.
Apple Music Podcasts. I think that's what it's called.
Okay.
So the full version, we had a full 2-hour conversation with SAAD, SAADLEUP, and that is gonna be the podcast version. So it's gonna be longer.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for extra information.
more stuff. We talk about like
That's
the Zack
awesome.
Snyder cut, the Batman versus Superman. We talk about more cosplay stuff.
His career and
YouTube stuff. Just like we just dive into it. Yeah, we did it all on Instagram too. So
awesome.
it's already up on there.
Yep.
But it's gonna be edited, which will be nicer. A
Yeah,
more
it'll be smoother,
enjoyable listening experience. But anyway, we have come to the end of another fantastic hour. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Sunday, May 23rd. We cannot do the show without you guys.
It's true.
Your support has been phenomenal through this whole entire journey. We can't thank you enough. Thank them, Matthew.
Thanks. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, we really do appreciate you guys. We love you, and we're always happy that you guys come along to cheer us on. It makes us feel great.
Oh, man. Yeah, with that said, any last closing words, Matthew?
Sure, just something very simple. I just want you to know that somebody out there really does believe that you guys are trying your best. And I know that you guys are trying your best to be a better person every day. Just know that you're doing a great job. You're doing good. Keep going. That's all I have to say.
Well, with that said, Matthew, thank you for joining us on Superhero Sundays. We'll see you guys all next week.
Peace!
Bye.